What's the average age people get married here? Like, good stuff. What's up? You speak? You talk? No? Yeah, I got my share.
Like, come on, just
So when I come to Islamic countries, all I drink is tea. So this is tea, right?
Yeah.
It's tea, okay. Do you guys call it tea here, or is it a different name out here? Or?
In Arabic it's shay, but like here in Timimoun we call it latte.
Latte,
Yes.
okay.
It's like coming from the French.
The French,
Yeah.
okay. It's really sweet. When it comes to coffee, I probably do maybe like 2 cups of coffee, but I'm trying to get away from coffee. So when I come to Islamic countries, all I drink is tea and chai.
There's different types of tea, like the red tea, and like there is like the Arabian one. Here, the special we have like here in Algeria and Morocco we have the green tea.
Green tea?
with mint, etc. So we add mint.
And what is this red tea, or this is just Arabic tea?
No, this is the Saharan tea, which is the green tea, but
green
like
tea.
it's stronger because we cook it like so slowly,
Okay.
and it takes too much time and like over like a very small fire.
I see.
That's why it's so strong.
Yeah, it is strong. I can actually taste the green tea now that you said that. Now, for the red tea, is it red? Like why?
No, it's not. It's not like red. Actually, it's cheaper than the green tea, but like its flavor is a bit different. Here they don't prefer it, even though it's cheaper, but like no one buy it because it's not the way we want it.
You don't want it.
Yeah.
So this is the popular tea
this
here.
is the popular
okay,
tea.
good. Yeah, it's my friend. She took my pictures for me this morning. Yeah, she took all my pictures and videos this morning. I couldn't really understand her, but she was asking me questions and stuff. So
She was talking Arabic.
I think I'm French. It's French.
Yes. So mostly we talk here is Darija. Darija, it's like the local the local dialect,
Okay.
which is like a mixture of French language and Arabic because of like before the independence, France was
French
here.
was there. It makes sense because a lot of people I talk to, like, we start off by saying salam alaikum, and then they start
Salah.
speaking, they start speaking French. I'm like, wait a minute, you lost me. Like, I'm getting confused. Like, like I can barely understand
that's
Arabic. Then you throw in the French. I'm like, no, I gotta hurry up and yeah. But it's beautiful. It's so beautiful to see that. Salam alaikum. Thank you. Good. How are you? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Welcome.
Thank you. What's up? You speak? You talk? No? Okay, gotta go. Alright, ready?
السلام عليكم مسلمين اجمعين تفضل الله. واو مرحبا شو. الحمد لله الله يكرمك.
Oh, there's sand in my feet.
واو.
I just lotioned my feet. I was taking pictures of my feet were ashy as hell. Alright guys, so we're heading to the mosque. You can hear the call to prayer. So that's the call to prayer, but what's the other?
Alright, so there is different times for like the mosque. Like there is mosques who pray like at 13 and a quarter. There is like mosques who pray at 13 and a half. So there is a mosque that prays at like 15 and a half.
Okay.
It's like the latest one, which is like down here because it's for the one who works, etc.
Okay, makes sense.
One
Okay.
who are late.
Who late? Okay. So are all these homes?
Yes.
Okay.
So before the speech of the Jummah, they do the lesson.
Okay.
A lesson, it's a public lesson like about like one of the manners in Islam, etc. So they focus on it and they talk about it.
Okay.
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين إذا زلزلت الأرض زلزالها وأخرجت الأرض أثقالها وقال الإنسان ما لها يومئذ تحدث أخبارها بأن ربك أوحى لها.
So everyone wears white on Fridays, right?
Preferably white.
Preferably white. That's a cemetery here, right?
Yeah. And but in Eid, like it's only white.
Only white.
Eid, yes.
No, that's a cemetery though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Most of them like this. Do you want to visit?
I went earlier. That's fine.
Parents who are like died and got
died?
buried in here, so they visit them after the
After
prayers.
that. So how old is the cemetery?
I don't know specifically. Like I think it started from from the beginning of the city of Timimoun, especially because this is the oldest. So it's around like it's in the 19th century.
So what's the average person? What type of job do they?
Alright, so here in Timimoun, like there is like the services category, people who work for the government in services, for example, teaching, education, and hospitals and so on.
Okay.
This is the biggest one, and who are like mainly work for the government.
Okay.
Then there is the ones who owns their own businesses for commercial purposes, for example, alimentation, etc. And then there is the third category. Let's go this way. And there is the third category which work like for especially the youth, which work like for the oil companies such as Sonatrach and so on.
Okay.
So because it's so popular in here, it's especially in the south.
Like, what would be the median income that a person earns here per month?
All right, by dollar, let's say 300. All right, $400 dollar per month.
Okay. That's in USD?
Yes, that's in USD.
Okay.
It sounds like a bit low, but comparing to the prices, it's kind of good.
Okay.
So yes.
So so if they earn $400 per month, do they pay like rent here, or does everyone own their homes here?
Most of them owns.
Okay. Okay.
Most of them owns, but there is like who rents. There is who are gave like a house by the government, by the administration that he works for. For example, there is teachers who work like in, for example, in schools. That school like already owns like 10 or 15 houses, so they got like one of those houses, especially if he was like living far from that school.
Okay, so the government gives people land, or the schools give the people like land and property for their homes?
Actually, the government, because most of them, most of the ones who owns the houses are given by the government.
Okay.
How's that? Like, if you are like a youth, you are married, for example, and you live with your parents, you have like more priority to get. Sorry, this is not.
The wrong way, huh?
It's not. You have the priority to get a land with an amount of money to build it.
If you're married.
Yeah, if you are married, you have the priority, but everyone have the right to get one in his lifetime.
I see.
But you get a priority if you live with your parents, if you don't have already a house, if you don't, if you are like, for example, if you are renting. So like it's a system.
It's a system, okay.
Or you get like a house, a full house. You just like connected with the services of electricity and internet connection. So that's all what you have to do.
Okay.
And you rent it, and the government give you that house as a renting with a very like a very small price. Until you get the ownership in like 5 years or something.
So what's the average age people get married here?
The average age right now went up to 28 to 30 to 30 to even 32.
32.
So that's the average.
That's the average. And on average, how many kids do people typically have? Do you typically see? Do they have lots of children, or do they typically have smaller families here?
Alright, so in earlier in our generations, for example, for our cousins, for our like uncles and aunts, you find that you find that most of them have like more than 5 to 6 brothers.
Okay.
But like in my generation, for example, I have for example me, I have 4 brothers.
Okay. And how old are you?
I'm 25.
25. Okay. Right. So we're around the same
And
age.
then, but like it's going down. Like for example, like the newer generation are willing to have like 3 to 4 at
Less
max.
kids.
Yeah. So less kids.
So why do you think that? Do you think it's because they're getting an education, that they're having less children, or like what? Why do you think?
For the education, it's totally free here in Algeria, from the primary to the university.
Okay.
Even in university, you got money. You don't like even pay. So, but it's not that. It's like about the pressure of life.
Okay.
Earlier, it was like just people having a land, having a house. He just serves his land. He sells what he get, and he eats from that land.
I see.
So there was no pressure, so they can get as much children as possible. But now, like with the job, with the pressure,
It's pressure.
and
But
even women like work. So we got like less.
Okay. And women are allowed to work here, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right, guys. So heading out. The driver's here. All right. Assalamu alaikum. Alright guys, so we're about to take off in a few. Get about this joint. Everything is closed. There's a pharmacy. Phone and photocopy place there. There's the bus. How much does a bus typically cost, like to ride the bus?
In the city, in the middle of the city, like mainly like 15 dinar to 20 dinar.
Everything is closed.
Yeah.
Is this how it is during Ramadan as well?
No, just in Friday.
entire area here rains. It fills up with water, salt water to be exact. And you can see there is some salt. I'm not a fan of salt. I like sea salt. Well, this would be sea salt, so yeah, I would eat this. I don't know. They're extremely rare. So earlier, guys, I went to a market and there was some fish there, and I was wondering where they actually get the fish from, because it's all desert here, right? And I was wondering if there's like a nearby lake where they go to fish, but that's not the case. They have to go up north to the Mediterranean, which is what Algiers is in Constantine, and that's where they fish, and then they bring the fish back here. And that is a long journey from Algiers to Timimoun. It's about like over, I would say like a bus. I think it's maybe over like 10, 12, 15 hours, I believe. So I just can imagine just how much work it takes just to kind of transport food or whatever the case is, like fish and stuff in those regions. But yeah, so the homes here, I noticed that the homes are made out of this red clay, beautiful red clay. And coming here to Little Tassili, you can see that the formations of the rock, they're also red. So I was wondering if they get the clay from these rocks. They do, but it doesn't come from this specific area because it's preserved. But they do get the clay from other formations similar to like this for their homes, and I think it's really beautiful seeing that. I have to do Wudu. I have to wash my hands and my feet, face. We can use my bottled water. Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry.
I tried to find like
It's okay. guys, so they're actually getting some wood for the fire later on. They actually put it out here, so we just stopped and they pulled it. Hope these guys pull some here. Pulling some there. So they take these and they pull them. They take these and they pull these out there. So they just pull it. Alright, I got my share.
يلا هنا أحمد.
More?
That was just fun. He was like, aren't you helping me guys? And then he was like, come on, just
نشربوا الحريرة.
ديروا المردوف.
Alright guys, setting up the fire here.
Do you know what that?
Some gold?
It is petrifying wood.
Really? This?
Yeah.
This is like a stone though.
Yeah, now it's the stone. Because it's a place where there were a lot of
Woods.
no, no. Where they made the prehistorian. They made weapons and
Weapons. Yeah, it's like fossilized.
Yes, it's fossilized.
That's like a stone. If you wouldn't have told me that, I would have thought that was a piece of stone.
There is a museum in Timimoun in the city we can visit. You can see old stones.
All the stones? Okay.
This is what my friend Ahmed told me. This is not my knowledge.
Oh, okay.
these dry woods. You see how like it's so far.
So is this the same? C'est bon. Alright guys, so this is the green tea that they make that we had earlier. So they take the actual green tea there, they put the water in there.
جل براد واحد نسى عم الله يوجهه خليته جرب براد واحد والسلام يكفينا شهر من كسر 4-5 سيارات
But like if you put just a bit, like it's calming, relaxing, especially if you add like mint.
Mint to it, okay.
Yes, I think I brought mint in here. But like since it's not like the season for mint, so we have like a dried mint.
Okay. And the peanuts, what are those? Those are like a snack?
Yeah, it's a snack that goes with the tea.
With the tea.
Yep.
So that's something you always pair it with, or you guys pair it with
different stuff, but mainly peanuts.
Mainly peanuts, okay.
Yep.
And for the tea, do you put sugar in it?
Yes, after it gets cooked,
Okay.
it's cooked. Like we mix it with sugar.
Okay, makes sense. So what type of animals typically live? Is it like snakes and
Snakes, rabbits, wolves, and all what's else?
sorry.
All the kind of like that looks like snakes, small animals.
Okay. As the sun is so huge, it's actually about to set, so do a quick little time lapse. It's getting windy. You can definitely tell the temperature is dropping, so it's getting a little colder, but it still feels pretty good. I can only imagine how cold it is out here at night. It's probably freezing. It is a little cold now. The sun is still up, so I couldn't imagine being out here getting lost, freezing cold. It's supposed to be able to camp one day. So. Good stuff. I want that.
نشوف كيف.
Alright guys, so this is the tea here. You can see it's really hot. It's hot. Alright, let's taste it. It's good. Wow. This is good. This is some tea.
قديش اصلح
احنا نستناوك باش
كملنا بدي عصرة
تعمر
والله غير قبل تشوف المسطرة والسيلو
لا انا شوف لا بين تحت الشمس لا كي يقولوا لي انسانه
والله غير قبل لك المسطرة قلت خلاص
شاد شاد على هاد اللقطة هادي
انا والله هذه خلاص هذه تحسب عليا والله لا تفركها
عليك باش يعني باللي عنك راه يشوف سلامة لا يشوف
عرفت ايش ندير
اوكي
ايش قال لي
حار ولا فيه الماء
Coco.
Du thé, donne-moi. Donne-moi un verre, s'il te plaît.
Let's see. Alright guys, so we're wrapping up our night here. We're leaving Little Tassili. We had a really great evening. Had some Arabic tea, which is the green tea that they drink. Again, we had some it was really sweet, very strong. Actually, I prefer that over coffee. If I could have that in America, I probably would drink it every day too. So I see why these guys drink it a lot. It's actually really, really good, really sweet. Not too sweet though, but it's just right. They pair it with some peanuts. Anyways, so yeah, it's nighttime now. Sun has gone to bed. Like they say, this ends night one, official first night here in Algeria, because last night was filled with just chaos. So it was good. So we're gonna head back to the hotel. We're gonna have some dinner. Going to rest up a bit and get ready for tomorrow. I'm actually really excited about tomorrow as well. Today was a really good day. Probably go to bed a little early tonight. But anyways, I'll catch up with you guys in the next video. Until then, peace.